There will be days when you feel broken, days when everything fights against you. But remember this, pressure creates diamonds, and storms carve the strongest warriors. You were not made to quit. You were made to rise, to fight, and to shine brighter each time you fall. Keep pushing, keep climbing, even when it hurts, even when the world doubts you. Be the one who doesn't stop. Because the fire inside you is greater than the fear outside. You're not done yet. This is your moment. Stand tall, be unbreakable. You didn't come this far just to stop now. The road behind you was tough, but the fire that carried you here still burns inside. So when the world throws doubt in your face, smile. Because pressure only sharpens the blade. And you were born to cut through limits. Every fall taught you to rise higher. Every loss to fight harder. You're not here to be average. You're here to be legendary. So rise again, stronger, louder, hungrier. They'll remember your name, not because you never failed, but because you never gave up. There's a power inside you, one no one sees. It doesn't shout. It doesn't beg for attention. It grinds in silence. It endures. It learns. It grows. Every time they counted you out, every time they said, "You're done," that power burned a little brighter. You don't rise because it's easy. You rise because something inside you refuses to quit. So let them doubt. Let them forget your name. Because when the dust settles, you'll be the one still standing. Not because you were the strongest from the start, but because you became unstoppable when it mattered most. You feel it, don't you? That edge where your strength fades. That wall you keep hitting. That voice that whispers, maybe you've given everything. But here's the truth. You haven't. There's more in you. Beneath doubt, dormant in pain, untapped, unleashed, unstoppable. This is the moment where most stop, where most fold, but not you, because you didn't come this far to stay the same. You came to break the limit, to go where no one thought you could. And when you break through, they'll remember who did it first. Enough silence, enough waiting, enough pretending I'm not built for more. I've held back my power, chained it down, bit my tongue, took the hits. But now the chains are gone. This is the part where the quiet one roars, where the overlooked becomes the unstoppable. Not to prove them wrong, but to prove to myself that I was always right. Right to believe, right to fight, right to rise again. This time, I don't hold back. Not my strength, not my heart, not my fire. This time, I give it everything. You don't need applause to be powerful. You don't need the world to believe in you. Because warriors aren't made in the spot. They're made in silence, in struggle, in moments no one sees. When the world sleeps, you train. When pain hits, you push. And when fear creeps in, you smile. Because you faced worse. And you're still standing. This isn't about pride. This is about purpose. About becoming the version of yourself that nothing can shake. You don't rise for praise. You rise because you refuse to stay down. There's a fire inside you. It doesn't fade. It doesn't flicker. Even when everything else falls apart, it still burns. People will try to drown it with doubt. Life will try to smother it with pain. But you breathe through it. You let it fuel you. That fire, it's not rage. It's not revenge. It's resilience, unbreakable, unshaken, unstoppable. The world isn't ready for the version of you that doesn't quit, but they're about to meet them. Pressure breaks the weak, but it awakens the strong. When everything weighs you down, remember this. You're not here to escape pressure. You're here to turn it into power. Because the ones who rise aren't the ones who had it easy. They're the ones who kept rising anyway. You don't need a clear path. You just need the will to carve your own. One rep, one battle, one breath at a time. You become the storm they fear. They thought it was over. They thought you were done. But they forgot one thing. You never quit. You're tired? Push. You're hurting. Grow. You're doubted. Prove them wrong. Because legends aren't born in comfort. They're built in the fire. And every time you fall, you rise with more fury. This is your rise. This is your roar. And this is far from over. It's not the battles that define you. It's what you become when you're at your lowest. When the world has nothing left to give you, what do you choose to do? You stand, you rise, you find strength in the struggle, and in the silence that follows, you become unstoppable. This isn't just a fight, it's your legacy being forged in real time. You don't grow stronger by running from it. You don't rise by avoiding failure. You rise because you embrace it. You've been tested. You've bled. You've felt every weight pressing on your shoulders. But guess what? You're still standing. Not just standing, rising. You are the warrior who chooses to keep going when the world tells you to stop. And that, right there, is your greatest power.